Hello, this is Clean Coach Carly. I'm the staff nutritionist at Healthy Habits Living, and I'm talking today about weight loss and high blood pressure. So we have some sobering statistics here. Almost half of the American population, 40% of people, have abdominal obesity, so they're overweight. And of that 40% of our population, 70% of those, so way more than a majority, also have high blood pressure or hypertension as it's called. So both of these conditions, abdominal obesity and high blood pressure, hypertension, are part of metabolic syndrome. So you are diagnosed with metabolic syndrome if you have 3 of the 5 factors. So the first factor is abdominal obesity. The second, of course, is high blood pressure. The third is high triglycerides. The fourth is low HDL, which is good cholesterol, so low good cholesterol. And the last is high blood sugar, which is usually diabetes or insulin resistance. So we've got half of our population that have at least 2 of those and many more that have 3 or 5 of those. So they have metabolic syndrome. So the interesting part about this is that one of the treatments is same across the board, and that is weight loss. So how do we lose weight? There's so many answers to that, and there is no magic, but one thing that you need to be aware of is AMPK. Now, this is the enzyme that your own body makes in order to burn fat. It signals your brain to burn fat. So how do you make this enzyme? Well, there are 5 ways to increase the production of this enzyme in your own body. Number 1 is exercise. So the more you exercise, the more your body makes AMPK, the more you burn fat. So you start where you are just by simply moving around more, and you graduate from there. So exercise to turn on your fat burning enzyme, which is called AMPK. Number 2, supplements and medications. Many medications out there, Ozempic, and the other semaglutides and similar medications are very popular right now. And of course, they do work for a time, but there can be all sorts of complications, and you will gain the weight back unless you change your habits. A supplementation, on the other hand, is a great way to help support weight loss, fat burning, and in particular, supplements that are high in polyphenols will turn on and make more AMPK. So look for supplements that are high in polyphenols, as well as food that is high in polyphenols. Number 3, to increase your AMPK, of course, is your diet and nutrition. So we're looking for those foods and or supplements that have high amounts of polyphenols, which is a type of antioxidant. And of course, we're looking for portion control and quality control. So for the Mediterranean diet, that is the most recommended for metabolic syndrome. And the Mediterranean diet focuses on vegetables, fruits, nuts, healthy fats, lean proteins, and avoiding high carbohydrate foods, processed foods, and sugars. So we all kind of know the basics of that. And that diet has absolutely been proven to increase AMPK. So your body will naturally just start to make more of that enzyme in order for you to burn fat for energy. Another way of increasing AMPK is by fasting. And fasting is very popular now, and I always recommend that you do it in an informed way. So don't just skip a meal and call that fasting. You have to be fasting with enough hydration, and you can't have your last meal be a donut and coffee. You're going to set yourself up for failure. So do an informed and healthy fast, and reach out for help from a coach or a nutritionist like me if you need guidance on fasting. And the last way to improve or increase AMPK is cold exposure. Now, I know nobody really likes the cold, but doing thermoregulation exposure, in other words, hot and cold therapies, can improve and increase your AMPK. Specifically, cold plunging or cryotherapy will increase your ability to burn fat for energy. So if you have a pool that you don't heat up in the winter, or if you have a lake or a stream nearby, or a cryotherapy chamber in your retail area, those are all good ways to get some cold therapy. I'm always talking about cold adapting and cold therapy because it's good for so many things, including burning fat. So if you are part of that 40% or half of our population that is obese or has hypertension and you want to start losing weight, your secret key is to increase AMPK. I recommend for supplementation high phenolic. Now, this is a supplement obviously that is high in polyphenols, which will help to increase your AMPK naturally. I also recommend a diet high in polyphenols, which means a diet high in fresh vegetables and fruits. It's not rocket science, but it is helpful to know this secret. So here at Healthy Habits Living, we are always here to help you get healthy so that you can stay healthy and be healthy.